Get it going. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Marcus of the Daily Biker Podcast. Today, once again, welcome back, Mr. Lewis.
Thanks for having me.
So, this is going to be a different atmosphere than what we're used to. You might hear some noises in the background. Right now, we hear sirens in the background. So, we got the White Lightning Harley Davidson mobile studio out and about. How you like the mobile studio?
I love it. You know, if I was going to buy a place, I think I would buy one just like this. This right here is exactly what I'm looking for.
You mean outside the fact that we're already in your garage?
Yes.
So yes, we're away from the dealership today. We did a little bit of a ride, enjoyed ourselves on that.
Nice ride.
But nevertheless, this is still the Daily Biker Podcast, sponsored by White Lightning Harley Davidson. Shout out to the boys. Recently got my bike done. I know I spoke on the last podcast about it, and Lewis here has got to take it for a little bit of a ride. What'd you think?
I liked it. I got to get used to the not having the heel toe shifter though. That kind of makes second gear a little bit hard to catch when you're just stomping the floorboard.
That's always a big topic of debate. The heel toe shift, because the new bikes, they don't come with heel shift.
Right.
So when Scott rode it, it wasn't necessarily that odd. He said he still would have liked to have had a heel shift, but he comes off the bike and his hands are shaking a little bit. I told him it was probably safer without the heel shift on there.
What was the purpose in taking the heel shift off? Did they give a reason?
No.
I mean, it's 6 one way, half a dozen to me. I don't really care.
$5 a bike across how many motorcycles?
I guess. I don't know what the benefits of it are, really. I mean, as far as...
Well,
really.
True. And I don't know if it was a situation of they saw, like I said, $5 a bike or $10 a bike or whatever. Not on the fact of, hey, we're going to save this much money. But there's a lot of people that were removing them anyways.
Mm-hmm.
People don't like the heel shift. I mean, I've talked to several people that they're like, oh, I don't like the heel toe shift. So
why just put something on there somebody's going to immediately take off?
Yeah. Now, the cool thing is, with the little mobile studio setup, if you hear the audio and you think it does sound a little bit different, the way this is actually being recorded is a little bit different. Our stand that we're using to record is a little bit different. Tell us about the stand here. You've mentioned it on the podcast before, but tell me about the stand.
So the stand that we have here is a 77 KZ 1000. This is slowly beginning to be my favorite bike.
You didn't ride it today, though.
Didn't ride it today, although I really did think, I thought about it.
I thought you were going to show up on it.
Yeah, I kind of thought about it. My Street Glide definitely is, it's definitely good for the longer rides. Although we were doing about 100 miles today. I started once to take off on it. I really did. And but anyways, I really want to get the other one though, matching it. I really do.
LTD?
The LTD.
But it's like 3 colors of red. Is that red?
No, it's just a solid. It's straight as it comes from the factory.
Yeah, but like one of the side covers is faded out almost into a pink.
So that's
what I'm talking about. It hasn't been painted.
No, but that side cover is actually what came on this one. I've got a stack of parts, 10 or not.
Okay.
Well, I've got a back fender, 2 side plates, and a tank.
Yeah, but those aren't from the LTD.
Yeah.
But LTD is a different color. The LTD is more the color of whatever that
one right there.
That other container.
Yeah. That came off of LTD. This one, I'm pretty sure, used to be an LTD.
So, see, I don't know what the difference is between...
That tank is bigger.
Okay.
And mag wheels, twin caliper.
So, an LTD in the Harley world...
Street Glide Special.
Well, I was going to say FXR, FXRT.
No, because they didn't really come with a fairing.
Well... Right.
It's really what it is. It's a Street Glide.
Windjammer made the fairings that everybody was putting on those bikes. But what I'm talking about is one of them was more of a quote-unquote touring motorcycle.
The LTD the best way to explain it is if you go to the dealership and you see, even better than the Street Glide, a Street Bob and a Softail Standard. That's the best way to put it.
I guess.
I mean, really, it's the same exact bike.
My thought in that would have been more like Softail Standard versus Sport Glide. Because you get into more of a touring bike.
It could be. And really, as far as the LTD, as far as I know, didn't come with saddlebags, didn't come with a fairing. The only thing it came with was the mag wheels, twin front calipers, and a bigger tank.
Well, did any of those back then come with? I mean, no, I don't think any of them came with a fairing. So I know this. I was talking to another guy the other day. Windjammer, I'm sure there was other companies out there, but Windjammer was the big one. So most of the time when you saw, the early Gold Wings, the Kawasaki's from Chips and stuff like that, they're all running like a Windjammer fairing. Now, don't quote me if the one on the Kawasaki or the one on Chips' Kawasaki might not have been Windjammer. That might have been something Kawasaki very specifically did
for the police
bikes. But a lot of those guys, when you saw those bikes like the Princess Honda CB Purple Rain motorcycle, had a big old Windjammer fairing on the front of it.
Right.
So that was.
I think they made a touring version of the bike, but I can't remember exactly what it is. I'm very, very new, and I'm learning a lot as I go with these bikes. Did the first oil change on this thing myself yesterday, but I'm slowly starting to really appreciate the old Japanese bikes more and more. I've been kind of evolving into.
See, I still want an old Harley. So me and Heather had talked about it once before. What I would love to find is the WLA 45. So it's a 45 cubic inch flathead, like the military style bikes going back into the 40s era Harleys. But they're only, a 45 cubic inch, dude, it's like 750 cc's. The bikes are smaller, physically smaller. Yeah. They're like a 3/4 of the size of like a standard Softail would be. But yeah, I can see you going that direction.
Well, I appreciate a lot of the old stuff. Like I guess with motorcycles, I've started as I get older to appreciate I guess you would call it the history of motorcycles itself.
Yeah.
So I have a real appreciation for the old stuff, and getting into these Kawasaki's has really kind of brought that out and kind of exponentiated it a little bit. So, I'm learning more and more about them, starting to turn a few wrenches on this thing a little bit. Got plans for like I said, the 900 to have the same, as I've said before, Kawasaki's, all of them should be green, no exception. So this one's green. It's a beautiful.
The 900's not green.
The 900's not green, and even though I think for this bike, this paint scheme was original. Although this one has been painted.
The pin strapping's original?
The pin strapping is not original. I don't think they put that much time into it. But I would like to have, regardless, a lot of people, with cars and motorcycles, they're like, it's got to be all original. It's got to be all original.
Yeah.
And I agree to a certain point. I think it should. But I also do like when somebody restores a bike and it's tastefully, period, correct, customized. So,
well, that goes back to Sean Shovelhead, that's come up in multiple conversations. Or even, I don't think you've seen him or not, but Eric Mayo, he's got a couple old school style choppers and stuff that are really neat. The high pegs and hardtail.
And all that stuff is, if you had that bike when it was probably 3 or 4 years old, or hell, maybe you even did it when it was brand new.
Yeah,
that's exactly what you would have done in that time frame.
Yeah. So, all right. So, like I said, we went riding earlier. Mm-hmm. Went down through Trenton, hit 136, come across the mountain, stopped down 193, met Aaron, my buddy.
Yeah. That's super sweet.
Yeah, that Supermoto.
Yeah.
Yeah, what'd you think of that thing?
Oh, I loved it. Dude, I would love to have that bike.
So, I could tell he was itching. By the time we got over, so, we went across 27, come down, hit 95, and went over to 151 where we pulled over at. And I was like, y'all just hang out here for a minute. We're going to go run up the mountain. I could tell he was itching to play.
Oh, yeah.
So we went down. So when you take a right there at where 95 and 151 meet, you take a right and go down a mile maybe. And 136 comes back in. And when you turn on that 136, like I said, it's fresh, smooth asphalt, twisting. And as you're going up, it's 2 lanes.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter which side you're on. Coming down, it's 1 lane. But so we just ripped across it. It's one of those things where as soon as you get to the top, you're coming right back down.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool on that aspect. I used to come through there with a FedEx truck, though. Just had the door open, trying to drag knee outside of a FedEx truck. But that ride was a good time. And, of course, we had me and you and Megan and Heather. But then we had Bill, Heather's dad, with us.
Had his new bike out.
Yeah. Bill bought that brand new road glide. What you think of his road glide?
I like it. He told me, he's like, man, take it for a ride. And I was like, I'll let you get a few more miles. I'm going to do that.
Dude, so he's already put more miles on that bike than what he probably put in the first year of owning that Heritage.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, let's see. Yesterday was 1 week since he had bought, or not bought, but picked up, had ownership of his new Road Glide, 2021 Road Glide Special, Midnight Crimson. He got the chrome exhaust put on it. Let's see, he had the 1-inch lowering kit put on it. He had a kickstand extension put on it because, like you, he's a little vertically challenged. But then he also had the chrome lowers put on the front.
Yeah.
Which I think make all the difference in the world with that bike being chromed out 114.
Yeah.
But so with his Heritage, I think it took him like 6 months, 8 months before he had his 1,000-mile service.
Yeah, I know it, yeah.
So he rode it Saturday. He picked up Friday night and just went home. Saturday he rides it and we see him. He's already got like 105 miles on the bike. So it's like by himself, he went out, he rode 100 miles. Forever he's kind of been a weekend warrior type guy, but he got out and he rode. And then that next day, we went and ran like 250 miles.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if he's rode it any this week, but today, we rolled another 100. So he's almost hitting 500 miles in the first week of ownership.
Yeah.
I know when I bought my Street Glide, though, I ran like 1,000 miles in my first week of ownership.
I can tell that Bill has the itch to ride now.
There's
a little bit more of a spark there.
He does.
What it was when he first got that Heritage.
Well, he went. And I won't go into details. He went through a lot.
Yeah.
So he's now at that point. Between personal life and health and everything, he's past all of it.
Yeah.
And he's ready back to enjoy life.
Right.
Which I think, too, is a huge plus because his daughter loves getting out and doing those things. Loves getting out and riding and going to the shop. And, she had no qualms about being on the bike. Today we're enjoying ourselves. Let's just say speed limit could have been a factor, but we chose it not to be. But that bond, I think, can only get stronger, which is a huge plus because in the past there has been things that have strained that bond.
Right.
So, but I told him when I saw him last Saturday when he showed up and I saw him and he had put, we got a dog in the studio. He had showed up and he had already had 100 miles on his bike. I looked at him and said, dude, I'm proud of you.
Oh,
He's
absolutely.
Like, he goes, for what? And I go, you went out by yourself and rode 100 miles.
Yeah.
We're talking about the guy that took 6 months to hit 1,000 miles. And the first day he owns the bike, he goes out and he runs 100 miles.
Yeah.
By himself.
Yeah. Well, I'm telling you, he's lit. There's a spark.
It's
he's
hard.
ready to go.
It's hard for most people. I don't want to say everybody. I love to ride. It is hard for me by myself to get on my motorcycle without a passenger, without nobody else riding with me, nothing, and go do 100 miles.
Yeah.
Like that trip today, you know, it was, I think for me, it was just at like 100 miles. I think it was at like 88 when I was coming into Ringgold.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I couldn't have done that by myself.
See, I'm weird like that. I'm kind of a loner anyway, so there's some times where I like riding by myself. I'll take off and head over towards Marion County, cross a couple mountains.
Well, see, that's the thing, though. So I have no qualms if you were said, hey, meet me here, and it was 300 miles away. I'll get on the bike by myself and go.
Right.
No other bikes, no other people with me. I have a set destination. But to get out by myself and just ride for 100, 200 miles, I don't know. I'm weird. I can't do that. That's why I said when I talked to you and I said I wanted to do the Iron Butt and I laid out that route, I was like, you go ride it with me because I can't do it by myself.
That would have been the perfect time to do that last year, though. You know what?
Yeah, well, we can still do it this year.
Yeah, that's true. You can.
So, I mean, most of it's interstate. We literally have to plan it because we are both going to be dead afterwards.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, what we need to do is you take off of work on a Monday and not do it on Monday. We'll do it on Sunday because I don't work on Monday, so we'll do it on Sunday. That way, you know, the girls can do whatever they want to. Heather can stay in her PJs all day long and watch TV and play with the dogs.
Actually, that sounds like a better time, actually. Why don't we just do what Heather's going to do?
We could.
Yeah, that's true. So, in other news, the Shadow's gone.
The Shadow is gone.
Shadow is gone. It's gone to a good owner.
There's a vacant spot. That might be debatable, but
yeah. So the vacant spot in the garage is more than likely going to be filled by the FXR.
Oh, you gonna bring it to the house?
I think so. Yeah, man, I've kind of neglected that bike over the last year or so. I need to start riding it more. So Megan's been.
You need to go. You need to go through the FXR like you did the Softail Standard.
What do you mean?
Just going through, having everything done. New brake fluid, brake pads,
Oh, shit, it's
tires.
already been done.
Yeah, but that was a couple years ago. That was, what, 3 years ago?
3 years ago.
Dude, that stuff doesn't sit there and last like that. The bike's been sitting.
For as much as I'm going to ride that thing, it's got new tires as of about 3 years ago. I mean, it's still been, I still crank it every now and again. I'm going to change the oil in it, oil filter.
Yeah.
And it's probably going to be...
You know who...
I'll tell you what's going to happen.
You know who'd be a great candidate to purchase that motorcycle?
Who's that?
Me.
I can guarantee you that bike probably will never be sold.
Probably not.
There could be a transfer of ownership, but it probably will never be sold.
Well, if the ownership transfers, it will never get sold. I know that. So
that bike will be, it won't be ridden as much as I ride the Kawasaki, but what I foresee this summer is bike night. Megan will be on the FXR, I'll be on the Kawasaki, and we'll just roll the bike night.
See, to me, though, that FXR, don't touch the bodywork. Leave that full, what is it, 84, 85?
86.
86. Leave that, all that, go through, make sure everything is perfect on the engine. I would throw, if it was mine, I'd throw new suspension on the rear. I would make sure the front end's good to go. I would probably do a brake upgrade. I've seen where guys are doing like the modern, like the brakes off of a street glide.
Yeah.
So I would do modern brakes because Brembo makes the brakes now.
Yeah.
So do a modern brake conversion on it and do like a nice little bar setup. And I'd roll it just like that.
Yeah, I mean, there's like I said, FXR. That's the good thing about the FXRs is there's 1,000 different, different roads you can go down to, make it a nice little bike. I mean,
Harley Davidson, the Marlboro Man. You ever seen that?
Yeah. It's not going to be. I know Megan wants to ride it, and I fully intend on letting her ride it.
Well, it's taller though. She's rode the Cali.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, the Cali's taller than this, but it is taller than the Heritage.
Yeah, not by much though.
I'd say probably
it's
3
taller,
inches.
but it's skinnier though.
2 or 3 inches.
Yeah, it's a lot skinnier. So and it's the low rider model too. So,
Low Rider S.
Yeah, it does have the mags on it though.
They didn't do S's back then. Yeah,
it does have the mags. That's nice. It's a good looking bike. I love it. I love the paint scheme. It's fun to ride. It's loud as hell.
Isn't it like? So it's been a while since I've seen it. Isn't it like a brown and tan, like two-tone-ish color?
It's black with a brown like pinstripe, and it has the.
I was thinking it had more like a brown tannish to it. Maybe it was. I want to say maybe it was just dirty when I saw it, but hell no, it wasn't dirty if you were riding it.
Yeah, I've kept up with it pretty good. It's probably green now because of the damn pollen.
You spent 10 hours detailing it just to ride it to bike night?
Oh, yeah. There for a while, man. When I took...
I got to get mine re-detailed.
Yeah.
I need to come drop it off with you.
When I first took kind of, not ownership, but when I took possession of it from this guy, from the current owner.
Maintenance rights.
That's right.
That's how I described it earlier on the Softail Standard.
Management. Two-wheel management. That's it. Because I've not done any of the work on it myself.
A mechanic's lane.
Yeah.
A maintenance lane is what it was.
So I took it, and the bike was not in very good shape. It hardly would run. So I had...
Speaking of Harley running, sounds like he's having problems pulling that boat to the neighborhood.
I think that's the bro next door. So, anyways, fork seals, brakes, all the fluids, tires.
Yeah.
I mean, those tires, they didn't even have a date on them. So, got all that done. And I rode that bike I rode it pretty regular for a while. I would always go to Nightfall or something like that. But rode it around town a lot. Never really went on a long ride with it because that thing, man, it will vibrate you to death.
Well, did you see how much mine vibrates now? It's sitting at idle.
But it doesn't really vibrate anymore. I mean, it's got that potato cam in it, but...
Well, that cam, you can see... I mean, it's got a lot more vibration than what it had. But it's not buzzy.
Okay.
Like when you're riding it, it's not buzzy.
When I rode it down the road here, I didn't really notice, that it...
It's when it's sitting after it's warmed up, when it's sitting at idle, because Reed was saying something about it. He looked at me and he was doing the fist motion because you could see the engine just rocking back and forth in the frame there. Like, yeah, it's...
Yeah, this one, man, I tell you, this... your whole body, if you did the ride that we did today on that FXR, your whole body would be numb.
Them guys were tougher than we were.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. A lot tougher than me.
That was like Dave Harris. He was talking about, I think it was in March, though. He hit 5 years that he sold his car. He's only had a motorcycle for the past 5 years.
That is so cool.
And I told him, I said I was going to buy him a wheelbarrow for his anniversary. And he asked me why I was going to buy him a wheelbarrow. And I said, put your balls in, man. I said, you got to have something big to carry them things around.
See, I love that. I love it when people put a ton of miles on their motorcycles.
Yeah.
That's
well, they're out there.
Yeah.
I mean, there's guys in town with 100, 200,000 miles on Harleys.
Shannon Love was talking to somebody the other day. I guess he has
sounds like it's going to fall apart.
Yeah. Hope not. He just put about $13,000 worth of damage. He hit a damn buoy that was underwater and it about ripped the bottom out.
I was talking about the truck. Sounds like it's going to fall apart.
Well, it's a Dodge, so. Where was I going with this? What the hell was I talking
Shannon
about?
Love and the mileage.
Oh, yeah, so he talked to a guy at Farm to Fork that had 150,000 miles on an Ultra Classic.
I'd believe it.
Yeah, and he's the type, this was the type of guy, the way he explained it to me, that you would go, he's definitely got 150,000 miles
Well,
on his bike.
they had a guy come into the shop up there at White Lightning that had like 400-something thousand miles.
See, that's cool. I like that. You know, I mean, that's the reason. So the Kawasaki 900, when it was listed on Craigslist at 99,000 miles.
Yeah, but now it's only got like 100-something miles on it.
No, it's got like 65 on it.
65 miles.
Yeah, because it's sitting at Dad's house right now, and he doesn't ride.
Well, that means we could get a lot more money out of it if we sold it. Because hey, it's only got 65 miles on that motorcycle.
If that so here's why I'm gonna disagree, because if that thing had been listed on Craigslist at 65 miles,
You wouldn't have bought it.
I wouldn't have bought it.
Yeah.
The only that and that's
Well,
what's
that
funny.
goes to that conversation we had about the use of motorcycles.
It does, and that's so I was drawn to it because it had that much miles on the original motor.
Yeah.
This ended up getting me into the whole old Kawasaki thing.
Yeah.
Now, the old bikes. That's what started it all, because that bike did have so many miles, and it was the original motor, and it was a one owner.
You know, Adam told me the other day, he said if you ever want to see what an RD 400 looks like, since you didn't know what an RD was, Yamaha RD, there's one in his basement.
Does it run?
I don't think currently.
Oh, I was going to say, tell him to ride it. He's just 4 doors down. Tell him to ride it over here.
Yeah, but that's why he rides that little Yamaha around the neighborhood. So, but yeah.
So, going back to the Shadow. Guy came Thursday night,
Yeah.
drove 3 hours, him and 3 of his buddies that already had motorcycles.
Yeah.
One had a Virago, the other one had a Shadow, and then I can't remember what the other guy had. So they've taken these old bikes
Yeah.
and made bobbers out of them.
So he's buying it to chop it.
He's never owned a motorcycle.
Okay. It's a great motorcycle.
So
For,
I told him,
for someone that's never owned a bike.
I
it's
said,
a
well, that's great.
motorcycle.
This is exactly what I bought this motorcycle for, was to teach my wife how to ride.
Yeah.
Went through the whole thing. This guy drove 3 hours from Alabama. Got here at 9:30 at night on a Thursday night. We hauled around, was talking about it. He fell in love with it.
Did you just so happen to put it up for $1,400 about a month ago?
No.
We sold the boat that way.
Yeah. So this one didn't sell as quick as the boat, but I posted it on Sunday, and Thursday night it was gone. Went to a good owner. This guy, he's a little younger. I think he's 21, 22 years old.
Yeah.
All his buddies got motorcycles. He's been saving up, and when I was texting kind of back and forth with him, posted on Facebook Marketplace, he was real serious about buying it. So and what I really liked was during our whole conversation, never once did he ask, "What's your bottom dollar?" And I'll tell you this right now. I don't want to get too far off topic, but I'll tell you this right now. If you're selling a bike,
Yeah.
and anybody, or if you're selling anything, especially vehicles, and somebody texts you and goes, "What's your bottom dollar?" I can about 95% guarantee you that person has zero intention of buying. Zero intention of buying.
Yeah.
So if you are that guy that's looking for a motorcycle right now, and you're going around and clicking on every damn bike,
They're doing the Joe Dirt. Woo-wee, Hemi Cooter, $4,500.
they're asking what your bottom dollar is on a bike they've never seen.
Yeah.
They've never seen the bike.
Well,
At
they're
least
asking
get and see the
They're
bike.
asking your bottom dollar on what, a $1,500 motorcycle?
Well, I mean, it's okay. So the bike I had listed for $2,800,
Yeah.
right? It's in pristine condition. I mean, it's
Yeah.
a few notches below brand new.
Yeah.
And that's only because maybe some of the cables covers have a little rust or something on them.
But see, the thing about it is, once a bike hits a certain age, it kind of hits a bottom out point if it's still a running, driving, functioning motorcycle. If the bike is in current road use condition versus pristine condition for that bike, couple $100 difference.
Yeah.
The guy that's going, what's your bottom dollar, thinks that the bike is worth $500 and it's sitting in a garage and it's not running condition.
Well, and that's what, and that goes back to my whole point of, if you're that person, you're probably not serious about buying one. And if you're selling one and somebody messaged you without seeing the bike, in the first message goes, what's your bottom dollar?
Yeah.
Chances are that means they have no intention or no money, no means to buy anything. They're not serious, because anybody that is looking for a motorcycle and you say, okay, the price represents the value of what I'm getting. You come look at the motorcycle and you go, okay, this is not exactly the bike that I plan to pay X for, so I'll give you X minus whatever.
Yeah.
And then you go from there. I guess everybody thinks that they're, top tier negotiator, shrewd negotiator. And, right off the bat, okay, what's your
We met right in the middle.
Yeah, we met right. So, anyways, going back, the guy was like, all right, look, once he's seen the bike, he's like, what's the...
He knew what it was.
Yeah, he knew what it was. He's seen it. I could tell he liked it. His friends liked it. So one of his buddies, that was it. His other buddy, I think, had a VLX 600.
Okay.
And he was like, oh, yeah, man. He even mentioned it's a lot better bike than I have. So, anyways, we kind of went back and forth. And he's like, all right, man, I got to ask, what's the least you'll take for it? And I said, here's the thing. I'm in a position right now, when you leave, I've got to text 3 people and let them know if the bike is still available. 2 of the 3 are a little bit more local, and they said they have cash in hand.
Yeah.
And he said, all right, fine. And it wasn't that much less anyway. So it was like, all right, we drove 3 hours. We're here. I like it. Let's take it.
Yeah.
I gave him the service record, where the forks, seals, and the tires had been changed. Gave him the owner's manual, came with the bike, had the title on hand.
Now that makes you 2 for 2 on selling recreational vehicles to people from the state of Alabama.
Yeah.
Because the guys that bought the boat came up from Alabama, too.
Tell you what, people in Alabama got it going on. I love them.
Somebody's got to,
I'm just going to start listing all my stuff in Alabama. I'm not going to bother with anybody.
Birmingham Craigslist.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it went to a good owner. I actually texted the guy yesterday, and I said, how's the new ride? And he's like, it's awesome. It runs great.
Yeah.
He's like, I love it. I love it. And I said, all right, ride the hell out of it.
Did you talk about the podcast?
Oh, that's where I was going with this. So, when he left, I before he left, I told him, I said, look, I said, man, a buddy of mine, we're pretty active in the moto community out here, and, we're all the time trying to get stuff going and whatever. And I said, we've actually got a podcast, and I said, we talk about your bike in this podcast for the same reasons that you're buying this motorcycle. And he's like, oh, that's cool, whatever. So when he left, got going down the road, I sent him a link to the podcast. It was episode 1.
Yeah.
And I was like, we talk about your bike in this podcast. Here's something for the ride home. So we'll see if he gives it a listen.
Well, if you're listening, Instagram at The Daily Biker or Facebook at The Daily Biker, you can send us a message and let you know. Let us know that you listen. Tell us how you like the bike.
Yeah, post some pictures of it.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see the direction you go with the customization. I know you're talking about bobbing it out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I'd like to see it here.
Yeah.
When he gets everything going with it.
So, well, we don't have our bag to play our game, but I've got an idea how we're going to do this. I'm going to give you 3 random motorcycles, and you're going to do the same to me. All right? So It's time for Chop Ride Sale. So let's see here. We're going to say, man, that's tough. Okay, you know what?
Yeah, it is tough.
VLX 600.
Yeah.
All right. A Yamaha Royal Star. That's the big one. The big.
What year model are we
bagger.
talking about? Do I get to pick the year model?
You can figure out what year model you want. Okay. Or a Harley Davidson Sportster.
Yeah. So first off, the big Royal Star,
Yeah.
the old ones,
Yeah.
they're so cool. Megan's dad had one,
Yeah.
and it was, I mean, it's like the old Road Kings, plush seat.
Yeah.
Got to be one of the most comfortable bikes that you could sit on, especially at that time.
That's kind of lazy boy for a seat.
And it's a damn recliner.
Yeah.
It is. However, though, I think I'm going to sell that one.
You're going to sell the Royal Star.
I'm going to sell the Royal Star, and I'm going to tell you why. Because I want to bob the VLX.
Okay, so you're going to go the same direction that the guy that bought the VLX is going to go.
Yeah, because if I'd have kept that VLX, if I had room in the garage, and, just that, what I was wanting to do with that bike, it was black with some red writing anyways. White wall tires, red wheels, spoke the original, just kind of powder coated red or painted red, whatever.
Yeah,
and then bob it, whatever, loud exhaust, and go from there. And then if the Sportster is I want to pick what the Sportster is.
I know what you're already going to say.
Yeah, if it's the XR1200,
yeah,
I want to ride the hell out of it.
So when I was thinking it, though, I wasn't thinking XR1200.
All right, well, tell me what you were thinking.
An 883 iron. You knew that was coming, didn't you? You're still probably going to ride the Sportster. That'd be a fun bar hopper, man.
Well, that's what my bobber would be, though.
Yeah, but still, when while the bobber's getting built.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Now,
I tell you,
now I'm starting to go, okay, wait a minute.
Hang on, I'll tell you this. I'll let you have your XR1200.
Oh, then that's easy. That makes
I'll let you have
everything
your
easy.
XR1200.
Yeah, riding the hell out of it.
I don't want to cause a tensy.
Yeah, well, because then I was going to have to redo everything that I said. I was going to have to sell that one and then keep the Royal Star.
Yeah. So what you got?
All right, so what am I going to do here? We're going to do Big Dog Chopper. We're going to do... what are we going to do here? We're going to do... we're going to do an old school CR500.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And then we're going to do, what else do I want to do? I'm going to make this real tough on you, I think. I think I'm going to do a brand new
Okay.
orange Fat Bob.
Shoot. All right. So we got a CR500,
I gave you one freebie.
a new Fat Bob, and a Big Dog.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily a freebie.
Well, you need to sort your life, dude.
Yeah. So here's what we got. I bet you I'm going to go in the exact direction that you would on this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to sell the Big Dog. I'm going to take the money from the Big Dog, and I'm actually going to supermoto that CR500.
Yeah.
And I'm going to just ride the Fat Bob.
Yeah, and I think I would went a little bit better, a little bit different, not better. I'm sorry, a little bit different.
Oh, you would have kept the Big Dog?
yeah, that's exactly what I would have done. So definitely, Big Dog is history.
Yeah,
and I'm going to do some a lot of performance upgrades to this CR500. I'm gonna keep the original motor.
So you're gonna still keep it as a dirt bike, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. Just because that was such a monster. I mean, you're talking about a bike that
I would just like to see a police officer's face when I pulled up next to him on the road. Ring, ting, 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 on that CR500.
Can you imagine how insane that would be as a supermoto, though?
I know, right? It would be a blast for about 30 miles, and then you'd probably have to take it and rebuild the whole engine because you just screwed it up.
I don't know. those, well, the good thing about those bikes, when you blow it up, pull it in the garage, pull the piston out, throw a new one in.
As long as you didn't put a hole inside the jug.
No, you ain't gonna worry about that.
I've seen it done. I haven't seen it done on a CR500, but I have seen it done. I've seen it.
Those old two-stroke bikes. I mean, the thing is...
Well, I've seen the KZ125s. I've seen people blow holes inside the freaking jugs on those.
Yeah, I mean, you can, but those motocross bikes like that, the only way you can ride... It takes a lot of effort
to destroy them.
Well, I mean, they're meant to be wide open.
Yeah.
You don't hit the brake, just pull the clutch
so they're
in.
meant to be wide open, but that CR500 is going to be wide open at 90 mile an hour down Brainerd Road on the back wheel. I don't know if it's made for that.
The thing is, you wouldn't even want to do that.
No, I would.
No. If you got that bike out of third gear, it's no fun anymore. That bike is a wheelie machine.
Well, I just said 90 mile an hour on the rear wheel. I don't know if it would run 90 mile an hour on the rear
I'm
wheel.
pretty sure Russell had one. I don't know what year model his was, but he had a CR500 at one
Aaron
time.
said on his 450, now obviously it's a four-stroke, but about 85 is his top speed. He said it kind of gets a little buzzy, though, at about 60, 65. Yeah. So I guess it is what it is.
Well, it's the supermotos. They weren't built for top speed, but they were built for, having fun with.
But anyways, that's another episode in the books.
All right. Good deal. Finally got something to upload.
Yeah, I would tell you thank you for joining me, but I mean, with the exception of me driving back from Nashville, you're always here. Always.
I'm like the guest that'll never leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
everybody has left the party except for that one guy.
So I'm going to start calling you Polly Shore.
That's it.
Hey everybody, this is Sean at White Lightning Harley Davidson. I want to thank you for listening to the Daily Biker Podcast. You can reach the podcast on Facebook or Instagram at The Daily Biker, or you can email the podcast at thedailybiker@gmail.com. Be sure to keep an eye on White Lightning Harley Davidson social media pages for the most up-to-date information on all our events and where you can find the boys.